we're live. Holy smoke, how is it going, YouTube? I'm gonna read the little message that YouTube sent. It said, welcome to live chat. Something about live chat. Good evening, everybody. It's Michael from the loftusparty.com, and I hope you're doing fantastico. We're gonna let a few more people roll in. We already got a thumbs up. We got a thumbs up. It's like a good day at the proctologist when you've already got one thumbs up this early on in the show. Okay, we got a big one for you. Lots to catch you up on. We've got big happenings. Look at me, I'm in New York City. And the city is in black and white. We've got our studio audience here. Of course, I'm I'm back at the America First Warehouse, the best place that you'd ever want to go. I have to turn on my, what? This is crazy talk. This is crazy talk. Okay. Gathering my thoughts. Welcome aboard. It's the live stream. It's Wednesday, 8:30. The America First Warehouse. We have lots to talk about this evening. We got the big plane delays. We got Joe Biden with the hidden documents. That's gonna be a lot of mileage. There's gonna be a lot to make fun of with the Biden documents. So I am going to what's my problem? I'm trying to get to the live chat so I can see what in the world is going on. I don't have the update. I might have to. There we go. Bing bong. We got a bunch of people watching. Welcome aboard. We're gonna say hello to you guys. We've got greetings from Southwest Florida, land of the free. You lucky son of a gun, Florida. I'm not even gonna ask you what the weather's like. I'm in New York. Obviously, it's so cold here. It's in black and white. But you can see where to get on the subway. I love Florida. Got to get together. Got to go down to Florida. Oh, some live dates. Going to be announcing some live dates very soon for some shows in May. These are going to be some crazy shows. I'm teaming up with some. It's going to be a good team. It's going to be a good team. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Michigan is in the house. Hey, and D. Caranda is here. Woo! Made it. Yes, you did. Rabbit. I don't know who Rabbit is or what your real name is. That's a frickin' killer screen name. Rabbit. That's like, you could be like an assassin, right? Yeah. You could be a good guy. You could be a bad guy. Rabbit. It's the double rabbit that I just think is, that's a good one. That makes my nipples move. Doug Kennedy, Michigan's here. New York is here. New Jersey's here. Minnesota's here. Sherry's here. Sherry, are you Rabbit? No, you're Sherry, because it says Sherry. Okay. We're going to be coming back to your comments a lot tonight. I have some on some screen. Ooh, Lauren De Laguna. See, there's another name, Lauren De Laguna, starring Lauren De Laguna as the mysterious woman in the dress that's just right. Okay, so where shall we begin? Some quick updates. Just found out had a date set for the Greg Gutfeld show. Then they threw out another date, and then that was a conflict. So I can say this. January 20th. January 20th, I believe it's a Friday night, the Greg Gutfeld show. Tune in, represent. And when Greg tries to give me crap about my attire, you must defend me. I will be the damsel in distress, and you will all be my knights in shining armor. I'll probably be rocking one of the new t-shirts. That's them right there. Look at that sweetness. Look at that. Yeah, go to the loftusparty.com, click on the store, use the code heathen. Heathen in all caps. It'll save you some money. All right, so we're going to talk about Biden. We're going to talk about little Petey Booty Judge, who's just ruining every form of transportation in this country. We're going to talk about New Year's Eve and did you make resolutions and what are they? We're going to talk about Kevin McCarthy and the speakership and all that great I did a couple of different TV shows. Went on as a pundit talking about the GOP vote for Kevin McCarthy, and it was amazing to me how all these people, like on like the Newsmax and those type shows, are like, isn't it? It's a little embarrassing. It's a little. I'm like, there is nothing embarrassing about this. This is power to the people. I loved every second of it. I loved every second of it because Kevin McCarthy. He needs the support of the GOP. And there's a bunch of people out there who are like, I do not believe you, fine sir. I do not believe you. I'm gonna need to see some things in writing. I'm glad that it took forever.
I need to see some ID.
Yes, I need to see some ID. I need to see some ego. I need to see some super ego. Okay, John says, love you on Gutfeld. Greg has no taste.
Ha.
Thank you. Renee says, what's up, Mike? What up, Michael? It's loco. It is muy, muy loco. Sherry says, we will be your clothes warriors. Do it. And then Rabbit said, hi, Sherry. Did we just make a love connection? Or is Rabbit gonna try to kill Sherry? Bum, bum, bum. Tune in tomorrow. Maryland is here. Great show, Michael. Dave Henriksen got it. Everybody. Okay, fantastic. Minnesota. Yeah, the sexy heathens are pouring. This is crazy. You guys, I've been in Facebook jail for a while, and here's what we're gonna do. Very exciting because yeah, the meme got me in trouble. The very innocuous meme. But now we're gonna be streaming across platforms. So I want to do this. I want to do this right here on YouTube. I also want to do it on Facebook until they deplatform me. And then what about other platforms? Rumble, I'm not even gonna kid you. I love Rumble, love Dan Bongino, solid dude, awesome American, but that shit was too confusing. Like trying to figure out a Rumble live stream is like trying to solve 7 Rubik's Cubes in the dark while launching a moon lander and hooking up new cable. That shit was crazy. So I don't know about Rumble, but if you guys have had any other platforms that you think I should be streaming on, that you can do live stream, let me know in the comments. I go back and I look, and we'll do all of that. Also, another big announcement right here at the America First Warehouse, that we've got an event coming up with Kash Patel, and we're also gonna be showing, what's the movie, Allison?
My Son Hunter.
My Son Hunter is gonna be shown here. There's always great stuff going on, and that show tonight, I know you're all subscribed to that show tonight. We've got another show coming up. We're gonna be doing a little crossover action with Dave Landau from Steven Crowder's show, and then Landau's gonna be hosting a show. I'm gonna be doing that weird, crazy Tai Chi stuff that old people do in the park. You know, you see him out there doing that? That's me all of a sudden. I was looking at my hand gestures. So, it's all very exciting. Now, how are you doing this? Love the Dave Landau. How am I doing this? There's several, I'm assuming you're talking about how am I doing this with the streaming across multiple platforms. There's many ways. Here's the deal. I'm a stubborn little bastard. And when Facebook put me in jail for it was just an okay meme with like El Chapo, whatever. But that's the canary in the coal mine. So we gotta grow, we gotta spread out, we gotta get on multiple platforms. We'll always have the loftusparty.com. You can always go there as well. So I know you will. And we're always here. But let me know what other platforms you think we should be on. Try your live feed on Getter. Boom. I will do that. Okay. Without further ado, because we're a solid 10 minutes into it, let's talk about Joe Biden and the documents they just found in the think tank. And then before we start, let me just say this. Ha 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 ha. That was fantastic. You couldn't have dialed it up any better. You couldn't have like, And you see him on the news. Trump and Mar-a-Lago and Donald. This is a horror. This is a national security threat, and we have to go in. We had to go through Milano's panic drawer, and we had to look at the pictures. And this is the worst thing. He could have been selling these trade secrets to anyone. Now the shoe is on the other foot. And this is the great thing about liking the Donald. They're like, we got him. The documents must not have been that big of a deal, because I haven't heard of any follow-up charges. Yes, right? It's not like he had the nuclear codes. And for real, like, what a joke that was when they're like, he could have had the nuclear codes. He could have been selling those nuclear codes to China. So you mean to tell me the National Archives and the United States government was missing the nuclear codes for a couple years, and they're like, you know what? Hey, you guys, I think Trump might have the nuke codes. If we ever have to launch something. Like, they don't check that? They don't, like, regularly check and updates the nuclear codes? Oh, right? You might want to do a follow-up. This is why I told you to get Post-it notes, Greg. We got to write this down. I love it, and it's so hilarious that, first of all, they found these at a Biden family think tank, which already a Biden family think tank. What's a day at the office like that look like? Right? All right. Welcome to the think tank, everybody. Now, does anybody know who I am? What's my name? Joe. Your name's Joe? I thought my name was Joe. Hunter, what are you doing? Trying to figure out how to light this Parmesan cheese. Yes, the Biden family think tank. Yeah, Hunter's in the corner. Does anybody know anything about Burisma? Like, what do they even do there? I'm supposed to be on the board. So this, as a writer, if you look at like what they've told us, just like they're just presenting these crazy facts like it's just like an everyday occurrence. Well, they found Joe Biden's lawyers found these at the Biden think tank when they were cleaning out his office. Hold the F on. First of all, Biden think tank, and then the lawyers were cleaning out the office? Since when? I don't know if you guys ever there have personal attorneys, or if you ever required the service of an attorney. I've had a couple of attorneys in my day, some really good ones, some high quality. Never once would I be like, hey guys, you know what? I got a think tank I need you to clean out. If you could just go through that, kind of mop up. Yeah, there's garbage everywhere. Just go ahead and clean that up, because you're my lawyers. What? Click. It makes little to no sense. So what were these documents? How long were they in there? And how much trouble is old Joey Biden in? Because I think we all understand this. The president of the United States, the commander-in-chief, can just, and I guess this was done many presidents ago, just so the president could work from home, right? I guess like the documents are not supposed to leave this area unless they're declassified, and some president was like, I'm just taking them upstairs. And so you literally, it's like a magic wand. You go, these are declassified, and then you can take them where you want them. It's really like that goofy. It's Harry Potter levels of silly. So a president can do that. The commander-in-chief can do that. Vice president cannot. Yes. So, like the fact that Biden had those outside of anywhere, and they're classified, that's a crime. You can't get past that part. Like, I love it when these political pundits are like, well, this is a different set of because, you know, these were in a locked closet. They were like, even that part doesn't hold up. Trump in Mar-a-Lago, at least he had the Secret Service. At least there was armed guards, 24 hours a day. Biden is it was a closet in the think tank. Wow. I don't know. It's fun to watch the media squirm about this one because you just can't get past that part. Oh, he was the vice president at the time and he didn't have that power, so that's a crime. Ha ha ha. And that's what I just want to keep saying over and over and over again to everybody on the other side of the political fence. So what are we going to do? Because that's a crime. You can't get past that. That's a crime. Am I saying I want to impeach him? No, not for this. I want to impeach him about the border. But yeah, this is a crime. So when anybody comes up and starts going, well, these are two different scenarios. I'll agree. What the Donald did was fine. What Biden did as vice president was a crime. One is fine, one's a crime. I'm like Chris Rock. Okay. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Oh, and then Luke's television review says how convenient that they just, and solid use of the all caps, Luke, how convenient that they just told us about it even though they found out before the midterms. Isn't that a happy accident? They're like, hey, I got a bunch of these are top secret, and they're like, oh, the midterms? Those are coming up? Oh, then we just forget it. We'll tell them later. Boy, wouldn't that be funny if it was the first time? I'm so excited about the Republican majority in the House and these committees and all of it. And get ready, the shiznit is going to hit the fan zizzle. It's going to get really ugly. But I love these committees going after the intelligence community, going after the FBI, because this is just the latest. That's a big deal that they found. These are my props, so I intend to use them. That they find documents and then they don't tell us until after the midterms. I kind of remember them doing that with Biden's laptop. If you guys have been doing the Facebook lives, you know what I'm talking about. Been talking about this for the longest time. How the FBI had that thing since 2019 and they just sat on it. And they knew. It does not take long for people to verify laptops and their authenticity. The FBI knew, and they slow ran it. And then you've got 51 members of the intelligence community who signed that letter, and they're like, this has all the earmarks of Russian disinformation, blah, blah. And they knew they were lying. Those people need to get in mountains of trouble. The media is not going to pay attention. Just like the media is not paying attention to the Twitter files, where you've got the FBI and the CIA and all these intelligence, you have proof of them censoring people, getting people deplatformed, making sure people couldn't post, make sure people couldn't report the truth about what was going on. That's the intelligence agencies. That's the FBI and the CIA and God knows what other government agencies directly impacting our elections. You want to talk about election interference? There it is. And if the media is not going to talk about it, if ABC and CBS and NBC and all Morning Joe, then we got to do it. And that's what we're doing. It's like, I made this analogy a couple weeks ago. It's like Horton Hears a Who. Everybody has to be shouting it from the mountaintops because they hear us. I guarantee they hear us. Because when Kevin McCarthy was trying to get, Republican votes so he could be the speaker, one of the sticking points was no more omnibus bills. That's awesome. Those things are horrible. They're bad for the country. They're bad for our republic. You can't just do that. You failed. We have failed as a country if we keep doing these omnibus bills. And we have failed as a country if we let the FBI and the CIA and all these other government intelligence agencies do what they just did on Twitter. Elon Musk is a frickin' national treasure. That guy's a hero. That's the best Christmas gift this country's ever had. It's like he's out $44 billion But it's just like every week he's coming out with, hey, here's a bunch more stuff that they did. Look at that. And there's the proof. There's the proof. There's the proof. Oh, here's a bunch of stuff that Fauci did. There's the proof. There's the proof. Oh, here's a bunch of stuff that the FBI did. It's just receipts, receipts after receipts. And that's what gets me excited. And that's why we got to keep going. We got to keep growing. Thanks for sharing this content. We need so many voices screaming about this, just absolutely going mad about this, that they have to listen. Okay, a couple more comments. Loftus is serious and sexy and lol, and he's all that. Thank you, Julie Hand. You are too. Here's what I want to do. Elon Musk for Disneyland. Elon Musk for Disneyland. I don't know what that means, but that should be a bumper sticker for sure. Elon Musk for Disneyland. Here's what we're gonna do. Now, this is the other wonderful thing, and I'm talking with my compatriot over here from the America First warehouse. This needs to be a show. Like this, we need a live studio audience for this. I love you guys out there, and there's people from New Zealand who watch, and Australia, and hippity hop, and I love you, and you don't stop, ding dang doogity beat. I want a live studio audience for this, and it's gonna happen sooner than later, and I just have to figure out the format of it. Step one, live streaming across platforms. Step two, let's just turn this into like a legit streaming event, but I wanna be able to cuss. I want to be able to cuss, and I want there to be able, and I want partial nudity. Is that too much to ask? Here's what I'm thinking it'll be like Instagram rules, right? Like Instagram, you can show boobie but no nipple. You can show butt crack but no beef. Like that.
Butt crack, but no beef. That should be a bumper.
That's what I want. Butt crack but no beef. That's another bumper sticker, or a T-shirt. Okay. We have digressed. We have to leave. Oh, but no, it's good, because butt crack goes to booty, and booty goes to booty judge, and judge goes to Pete Buttigieg. Let's make fun of that moron for a little bit. This is a wonderful woke failure. It's like a glacial, you know when you see those big hunks of glacier fall? That's Pete Buttigieg. Like, it's just a disaster in slow motion. I wrote a piece today. I love saying that. I wrote an article today at theloftusparty.com as my hat continues to slip about Pete Buttigieg and Mayor Pete and all that stuff. Like, the guy's out of his league. Here's some of the things that are still going on in this country. You still have the supply chain crisis, which was never a solve for that. Everything's all jacked up. You still have a baby formula shortage. That's still going on. But wait, there's more. You have a shortage of children's Tylenol and Advil and Motrin. You have a shortage of amoxicillin, which is like the most basic form of penicillin. There's a shortage of that. So you've got all the ships are still tied up. There's still all these shortages of X, Y, and Z. They barely avoided a railroad strike recently, and I think they only did that through an act of Congress. It's not like they really worked out a great deal. And then the state of California just made like 70,000 types of trucks like illegal. So they're actively, every form of mass transportation. And then today, it was like, there's a snafu. There's a snafu at the FAA. Looks like none of the planes are gonna go nowhere. This is right after, a month after Southwest totally crapped out. Every form of transportation is just getting a kick in the chicklets. And then you've got Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who's like, yeah, it happens, this happens. You probably don't like me because I'm gay. No, dude, we don't like you because you're no good at your job. And the only reason he's in there, the dude obviously doesn't know anything about transportation or well, he might know something about trains, but he doesn't know planes and automobiles and trucks. That joke was so cheap. I had to do it. I had to do it. I apologize. And listen, nothing against trains. I'm not going to judge anybody's lifestyle if that's your thing. Okay. He got the job for one reason. He got the job, well, for two reasons, really. One is because he took a knee and made way for Joe Biden to run for president. Like Pete Buttigieg dropped out of the presidential race before Super Tuesday, before the big day when you find out just how many voters you could potentially have. It's unheard of. It's unheard of. Bernie Sanders did it too. Bernie Sanders, you know what? I'm running for president, but I'm gonna drop out before Super Tuesday, like the weekend before. And Buttigieg did the same thing. So you get rewarded. You get rewarded for that. Oh my gosh, he would be a great Secretary of Transportation. And he's gay. Ooh, that's a woke thing. That's a very progressive thing. We're gonna have the first gay Secretary of Transportation. And then you think to yourself, you know, what could really go wrong? You know, Secretary of Transportation, that gig kind of runs itself. Evidently not. Evidently, you actually need to know what you're doing to be an effective Secretary of Transportation. And you have to know what's going on with the FAA, and you have to know what's going on with these computer systems, and you have to know what's going on with the railway systems. You got to know how to untangle cargo ships that are backed up. You have to be proactive, and you have to solve problems. Buttigieg hasn't solved anything. It's just kind of this thing like, it'll work out. It'll work out. I'm going to ride my bike. Look at me, I'm Pete Buttigieg, and I'm riding my bike to work. I don't care that you ride a bike to work. He can't solve anything. He's horrible at his job. He needs to go. I will be the judge of that booty, and that booty is cracked, and it needs to go bye-bye. Mayorkas, too. Why are we still dealing with, like, Mayorkas on the border? What they just did down in El Paso was criminal. That was criminal. I did a video about it. You can see it right here on the channel. They just moved all the people. You have all these, like, illegal immigrants that have to sleep on the streets, and they're outside of buildings, and it's like some crap out of Mad Max, but like, oh, the president's coming. So they just got rid of all the people. So then Biden shows up, and he's like, it looks fine to me. I don't know where's the wall? That was just horrible. Okay, looking at some of the comments. John says, truth. It is. Lori Simon says, check those boxes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Check those. Yeah, they do. They have like a checklist. Like, oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have the press secretary. That's gonna be a gay black girl. Gay black girl. First time in history. Ooh, is she good at her job? Wait, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. She's a gay black girl. She's the first gay black lesbian girl doing this job. Well, is she good at it? No, but you're missing the point. That's what they keep doing. Like people, and I know there was airlines talking about doing this. We're gonna be the first, we're gonna have more women pilots, more women of color pilots than, can they fly? That's all I care about. You're reading way too much. I wanna know they can fly the plane and land the plane. That's what I don't care about your skin color. I don't care who you're sleeping with. I only hope you're having a really, really, really good time. Can you do the job? That's the first, and that's all I care about. But when you flip it and reverse it and go, oh, you know who should be in charge? You know who should be in charge of nuclear waste? I know a transsexual who's just gonna knock this out of the park. They might steal your luggage, but not smart enough to steal luggage, but smart enough to be trusted with nuclear waste. That's not a deal I want to make. Okay. Joyce says, you are right. Hey, quickly, while I got you, like, subscribe. You guys, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you have to, please, and share. Always share the content. Holy smoke. Yeah, Char Latte. Ooh, Charlotte, which could just be Charlotte, but I prefer Charlotte, not qualified. And then Patricia Baldwin, just identity politics. Yeah. Oh, and then Charlotte says, and might look like Matt Damon. Poor Matt Damon. We always do a meme roundup at the loftusparty.com. One of our contributors does a meme roundup every week. That was a solid week of memes because I can't remember the person's name, but this is the nuclear waste person, the bald person who I don't even know. I honestly don't want to get it wrong. I don't know how they identify or whatever, but busted stealing the luggage and the mugshot, and it looked like Matt Damon. It looked like Matt Damon in a weird role. And it's like that's twice. Matt Damon got. Remember Team America, World Police, the marionette movie that the South Park guys did. And then there was like that. I need to know I can trust you, Gary. It was the guy who ran the squad. That was a buddy of mine from Los Angeles, and he did the placeholder voice while they were shooting the movie. And then when Matt Damon's marionette would come out, Matt Damon was like, Matt Damon! He just had that voice. Matt Damon! And my buddy Darren told me that they had no intention of giving Matt Damon that voice, but when they saw the marionette, they're like, it had to sound like that. It just had that squished up face, like, Matt Damon! So as soon as Matt Damon gets over that, it's been a few years, people have forgotten about Team America World Police, then this dude from the Biden administration starts stealing suitcases, and it's Matt Damon! All over again. It's like, ding, 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 round 2, Matt Damon! Dude can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. My buddy Darren did such a great job that I need to know I can trust you, Gary. If you haven't seen that movie, go back and watch it. There is some brilliant, brilliant writing in that. There's a scene where the lead, I can't do it. It's YouTube, and I don't want to get demonetized. There's a scene at the bar where someone's telling him there's 3 kinds of people in the world. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's bang, bang, and bang. That's all I want to say. You could probably Google it. You could Google it right here on the YouTubes. Team America, World Police, 3 types of people in the world. Freaking brilliant. Okay, you guys are fantastic. I'm going to be announcing some more live shows very soon. Make sure you watch Gutfeld on the 20th. If you're on this East Coast, make sure you check out The America First Warehouse. Cash Patel, they got a great movie night coming up. My son Hunter. There's many of this. Here's the big, big message. The more we share the content and the more we grow the community, and that's no BS, the more we grow this community of like-minded individuals, the better everything gets for every American. They can't make us go away. They have to listen to us because the more voices there are, the more good people who are standing up for what is right and just demanding crazy stuff like equal justice under the law, the better we are as a nation. So thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to be announcing some stand-up dates. Hope they'll be coming to a town near you. We're going to figure out a way to make this a show, like every Wednesday. We'll be going on platforms. You're all fantastic. I'm going to figure out, I have one more question. Why are those pants still on? Woohoo! Run!